The early weeks of 2026 have been, well, they've been unusually heavy, to be honest. Names we grew up with, voices we recognized on the radio, faces we welcomed into our living rooms week after week. Several of them are just gone now, in the span of just a few months. Some had been fighting illness quietly for years, you know. Others went suddenly, without any warning at all.
Chuck Norris, the film star, has died.
Together, they shaped decades of American culture. Today, we look back at famous celebrities we lost in the last days. Valerie Pine, 1943 to 2026. Size. She became an actress entirely by accident. No joke, I'm serious. In 1971, she was working as a showgirl in Las Vegas when an agent spotted her at a dinner party in Los Angeles and thought, hey, she might be right for a film. That was literally how Valerie Pine ended up cast as Montana Wildhack in Slaughterhouse-Five in 1972, playing an adult film actress abducted by aliens. Time magazine called her performance charming, sensual, and funny. But Bob Fosse recognized something deeper. In Lenny, in 1974, she played Honey Bruce, the wife of comedian Lenny Bruce, portrayed by Dustin Hoffman, and the performance earned her the Best Actress prize at Cannes and an Oscar nomination. She lost to Ellen Burstyn that year, but man, she had announced herself to the world. Then came Miss Teschmacher. Eve Teschmacher was Lex Luthor's girlfriend in Superman in 1978, the comic foil, the decoration. But Perrine made her something more, sympathetic enough that audiences actually believed her choice to rescue Superman from the kryptonite pool in exchange for a promise to save her mother. It was a small, precise piece of acting, and it is the role most people carry with them. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2015. The illness gradually took her mobility and her speech, and eventually her finances too. She died at her home in Beverly Hills on March 23, 2026. She was 82. Her brother said she fought until the end and never gave up. Those who cared for her said she never once complained. Chuck Norris, 1940 to 2026. 10 days before he died, Chuck Norris posted a video of himself boxing in Hawaii to mark his 86th birthday. The caption read, "I don't age, I level up." He had been saying things like that for decades, and the internet had been saying them back at him for even longer. The Chuck Norris facts, those thousands of memes about a man so tough that time itself would not dare touch him. The joke worked because, well, something in it was almost plausible. He had trained every day for 60 years. He was still moving. Born Carlos Ray Norris in Ryan, Oklahoma, in 1940, he came from very little. His father was an alcoholic who abandoned the family. By his own account, he was shy, introverted, and no kind of natural athlete. What changed his life was the Air Force, and what the Air Force gave him was a base in South Korea and an introduction to Tang Soo Do. He came home a marshal, artist, opened a studio in California, and spent the 1960s competing and teaching. His students included Steve McQueen, who eventually told him he should be acting seriously.
And one of my private students, Steve McQueen, the actor, and he says, "Have you ever thought about being an actor?"
What followed was a specific kind of American career. Breaker, The Missing in Action trilogy, Code of Silence, Delta Force, Lone Wolf McQuade. He became the action star for people who wanted their heroes laconic and unglamorous. No jokes, no smirk, just the work. The 90s brought Walker, Texas Ranger, 8 seasons of television that introduced him to a new generation and made him a fixture in Saturday afternoon, viewing across the country. He died on March 19, 2026, in Hawaii, after a sudden medical emergency. The family kept the circumstances private. He was surrounded by the people he loved, they said, and he was at peace. His daughter called him her safe person. To the world, his family wrote, he was a martial artist, an actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was something quieter, a devoted husband, a loving father, the heart of our family. He was 86 years old. Mary Beth Hurt, 1946 to 2026. She grew up in Marshalltown, Iowa, and was babysat as a child by Jean Seberg, a detail that feels almost too perfectly literary for someone who would spend her life in serious drama. Mary Beth Hurt made her name on Broadway first, earning 3 Tony nominations across a decade of theater work, before Woody Allen cast her in Interiors in 1978. The World, according to Garp, followed in 1982 alongside Robin Williams. The Age of Innocence, 6 Degrees of Separation. She moved between prestige projects with a quiet selectiveness that kept her consistently respected across 5 decades. She was married to director Paul Schroeder from 1983 until her death. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2015 and spent her final years in assisted living in New Jersey, with Schroeder nearby. She died on March 28, 2026. She was 79. Her daughter said she took on every role in her life, actress, wife, mother, friend, with grace and a kind ferocity. James Tolken, 1931 to 2026. He never played the hero. He played the man standing in the hero's way, and you remembered him every single time. James Tolken spent 25 years in New York theater before 2 films in 1985 and 1986 made his face impossible to forget. As the bow-tied Vice Principal Strickland in Back to the Future, he had one job: make Marty McFly's life difficult. You're a slacker, McFly.
Real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
As Commander Stinger in Top Gun, his final line, "God help us," landed like punctuation on a decade of American swagger. Tolken died on March 27, 2026, in Lake Placid, New York, where he had lived with his wife, Parmalee Wells, married 54 years. He was 94, a Korean War veteran, an art collector, a theater man first. 2 roles were all it took to make him permanent. The first months of 2026 have carried a particular kind of weight. These are not abstract losses. They are the people whose work accompanied real moments in real lives. If one of these names meant something to you, we would love to hear about it in the comments. Please subscribe to stay close to these stories. Thank you for watching.